Okay, so overnight, man, I wrapped up streaming. I was playing Ghost of Yote, and it's like, all right, I'll wrap it up tonight. I think I'm done. I shut off the stream. I go to the living room. I sit down, turn on the TV, just turn on YouTube, and then right there, smack bang on the homepage is like, Animal Crossing 3.0 update. It's just like literally minutes. It had only been up for a few minutes. I was like, what? Just out of nowhere. So before we start, I figured I'll go over my thoughts about it. I've watched the video. Like, this is one of these things that there's no way I could have gone the last set of hours without seeing it. Like, multiple people messaged me about it.
Which adds
yeah, shut up. It adds features. We know. So we're not going to watch the full thing, but I'll give my, like, you know, opinion. And I guess it does date the video a little, but Alright. So, I mean, I'll do it without sound. This kind of came out of nowhere, but this is something that I thought it might be a thing. There were two things that I thought were going to happen this year. Like, one or two things. It was either A, that the new game was going to be announced and it would be released within, you know, the next year or two. Or they would do a Switch 2 edition. And, you know, one of those things came true. The weird thing about the Switch 2 edition, and I guess it's great for everyone, like, this is a nice thing given the current landscape of Nintendo, is just, so the Switch 2 edition is pretty much just the quality of life Switch 2 specific enhancements, so the better resolution, the mouse controls, and, you know, it can handle more, so it does multiplayer, right? I mean, microphone, who cares? It's like, whatever. No. I guess 12 people visiting is a big deal, only in the context of, like, you know... See, if this would have been 2020, this would have been huge, but it's like... I don't know if this is going to bring back enough people to play the game, by the way, like, overall. But for the fans, the really ride or die people, like, this is great. But anyway, what I found weird is, like, I thought this was going to be the other way around. I thought that what they showed here was going to be, like, the free content, and then they were going to charge for 3.0 and make that the Switch 2 edition. Where it's like, yeah, the Switch 2 version has new content. But they didn't do that, and instead they made the content available for everyone, which is great. Like, you know, given the current landscape of Nintendo and its DLC, that's pretty good. I think it would have split up the player base too much if they did that, but anyway. So, you know, the big thing about it is the hotel thing. I have mixed feelings about this. On the one hand, when I saw this, I was like, oh shit, they've brought back the New Leaf stuff. Like, Captain's family. But then, it's not exactly that, because it's not the mini-games, which would have been nice, but it's... I don't think this update would have taken them that much time to do looking at it. Like, I was thinking about it. A lot of the stuff is pretty much reusing what you do in Happy Home, which is the decorating aspect. And I can definitely see a subset of people not being too excited about this. It's interesting, because I love this stuff, by the way. Like, if you haven't seen my content, right? It's like, you know, I spend a lot of time with this stuff. But there are people that don't like decorating. And for those that don't like decorating, this update doesn't really have a whole lot. And I think what they've done with this is, like, they've just kind of... This is almost like Happy Home Light. A light version of Happy Home, which is odd. But anyway, like, you know, if you look at it, a lot of it is heavily oriented around decorating. And this is all well and good. By the way, this was the funniest part of the presentation. I laughed at this, but like, where is it? Like, what? They're straight up not mentioning this. Like, what the fuck do you mean multi-crafting? Like, out of nowhere. The thing we've been asking for years. It's just like, oh yeah, just show it, but don't mention it. I mean, I don't like that UI, but at least it's multi-crafting. Like, yeah. Man, finally. But yeah, it's kind of... This whole update is just oriented around island decorating, pretty much, and room decorating. And it's something that I'm going to get a lot of use of, but I can definitely see... This is what I meant. Like, I don't think it's going to bring everyone back. Because really, if you island decorate, this update is massive. It's huge. This is the crazy thing. You know, I was expecting this sort of thing to come to fruition in the next game. I mean, this dream thing, I was like, okay, so I guess this is a way for people to be able to do multiple islands without resetting, which is nice, which, hey, would have been nice for me. But, you know, the red and blue island, I think it's fine. Having two separate islands, it works. It's not quite the same thing if it's a dream. But, I genuinely thought something like this would happen in the next game, not this one. So this was definitely a surprise, seeing the co-op decorating. You know, that was my theory, was like, you know, this game was more setting up the foundation for the next game, so then they could kind of start doing this sort of stuff. But they've started it already, which now convinces me of the idea that, like, New Horizons is like one of those stopgap games where they make a bunch of leaps, but they're not fully realized. And then, you know, they keep iterating on it, and then the next game is going to be something amazing. So, like, I genuinely believe the next Animal Crossing is going to do crazy stuff. If they have this now as a foundation, like, this is working. You can do multi-crafting. And then, you know, this stuff is nice. By the way, I joked about, like, this as well on stream. Where I was like, when your villagers come over to your house, I was like, yeah, you only play the card game and nothing else, and it's kind of like repetitive. And at the end of the day, I don't like villagers coming over to my house. It'd be nice if, I don't know, you had retro consoles in your house and then you could play a retro game. They got halfway there. You can have the retro consoles and you can play the retro games, but I don't think you can play with the villagers. So I laughed when I saw that. And yeah, I mean, a bunch of collabs, you know, with Amiibo, because merchandising. That's probably the only content that's for non-decorators, is basically, yeah, you can get Tulin, Minoru, and the splats. And that's it. So that's kind of what I meant, is like, this update is huge for me, but I can see it not being that big a deal for someone that doesn't like decorating. Yeah. But I'm still convinced that, like, this is kind of the start of them going to announce the new game. Like, I bet they're going to drop this patch, and then, you know, sometime in March or April, they'll probably start talking about the new game off the back of this. That's my prediction. All right. Anyway, that covers that. Sorry, I couldn't see the chat, so I wasn't, like, looking at the chat because I had the video full screen and I only have one monitor. It's free at the moment. Anyway, let's have a look. Yeah. It's awesome for you. Yeah, nothing with the campsite though. Love the Zelda and Lego stuff. Yeah. More stuff is always good. But I can definitely see someone being disappointed by the Captain stuff, because it's not Like, they would have seen that pop up and they're like, oh, they're bringing back the stuff from New Leaf, but it's not exactly that. It's really weird. I mean, I like it, right? Like, I'm going to play it, obviously. But it's basically the same as Happy Home. To some degree. I mean, I think you have set themes now, and maybe they'll enforce them and you have a collection of furniture. But it's recycling Happy Home, but for free. Am I going to get the Switch 2 version? So here's the question I have, and it hasn't really been answered. If the Switch 2 edition, the physical copy, has Happy Home, this 3.0 update, and the base game all on the cartridge, I might get it. Just because then it's the complete game on the cartridge, and you don't need, like, years down the line, you don't need an internet connection to have all the content. If the Switch 2 physical copy has that, then I'll get the physical copy. If it doesn't, I don't see any reason. It's kind of like, even the upgrade pack I bet is going to be 20, 30 bucks, and it's just, what, to get 4K resolution? I mean, this isn't rendering in 4K, but it looks nice enough. Like, I got it upscaling. And I mean, they had a Switch 2 update for this as well that just made it run better, so I just don't... I don't know. It depends on the price, but I don't see them pricing that cheap. So, maybe... I bet a bunch of people are going to ask that question. If, the physical copy actually has it. As soon as I saw the Rossetti thing, by the way, Van, I was thinking of, like, you and your decorating. It's like, oh, you like to clean up an area? It's like, yeah, you don't have to do that manually now. You just tell Rossetti and he'll just clean up the area for you. So you can redecorate it. I don't think I'll use Rossetti. I mean, maybe if I mess something up, but... I mean, otherwise, it's... For decorators, like, it's a dream update. How much time is that going to save you? Like, that's got to be easily an hour. Yeah, I think the only thing that's missing from there was content for the non-decorators. Alright, this is my Halloween outfit. I am a blind magic jester. It'll save you hours because you decorate every season and holiday. Yeah. Well. I think maybe that might be a reason why there wasn't a direct about it. It's just, I think the update is more towards... I'm not going to say diehard fans, because that's not right. There are diehard fans that don't like decorating. It's more like the content in that patch is only going to make like a smaller group of people excited, as opposed to like the mainstream. It's for those that sink hundreds upon hundreds of hours into their islands and decorate them. That's basically the update. I'm just cleaning up. I haven't been here in a few days. Oh yeah, it is Halloween. The candy event doesn't happen until nighttime, right? It may have been a stupid move to play during the day. Oh well. $5 p.m. It's only 2. It's in real time at the moment. But the hotel, it's kind of odd because then for those, do they just, I guess they assume that people that like decorating will already have Happy Home. So it's not a big deal to release a kind of free version of Happy Home. Because if you have the hotel stuff, it's like, do you really need Happy Home anymore? I guess it's more content, but still. I think this is fake, but I'll still get it. The real one has the other leg up, if I'm not wrong. But it's a good garden statue. You don't have Happy Home, really? That's surprising. I thought you would, given you like decorating. Then, yeah, this update. I wonder if I'm still gonna be doing this stuff by the time that update hits. I mean, this is happening in October, and that patch is hitting in 2 months. Like, it's not happening until January. It's 2.5 months away. Well, is it? No. Yeah, 2.5 months. Do I believe I'll be done with this in 2.5 months' time? You updated the dream address thing. Okay. I might look at it later. You didn't get to do a jack-o'-lantern this year, so no Donkey Kong carving. I mean, that's fine. No one would have gotten it anyway. this is here. Where's the next incline going? These are all... I imagine it's that stuff. I guess I should do this one. Alright, natural incline here. Yeah, I'm just never keeping that anymore. I'm not playing this every day. You didn't get to carve your pumpkin either, but you made jello shots. Got the adult Halloween going. Incline. Sure. That's the one. I mean, for me, it's just a normal day. There's no, like, no one comes here. Have Wingsley be doing the bat makeup. And if only just time zones lined up better, I'd be like, yeah, I mean, I could make jello shots as well, but then it's the 31st for me. Now. And then when it's actually like nighttime Halloween, I mean, it's the morning for me, the day after. It's just, it doesn't line up. Unfortunately, you're a corner house next to a busy street, so a lot of kids don't come all the way down. So he started making jello shots to get people to come. To attract the parents to come down, like just word of mouth. Do you put signs up at the areas where they're at? It's like... entice them. No one comes here either, you're on a back road. So you made a bunch of stuff like... you're just gonna sit there and just be like, yeah, I'm having this for me. Cool. There's nothing wrong with that. If it brings you happiness, then that's all that matters. Didn't I have black ones? Or am I not remembering correctly? You don't want to get in trouble. Oh yeah, right. You can't just give it out. But I mean, I guess it's a thing, like with word of mouth, it might spread enough. It's one jelly shot, so it's not that much. Yeah, but still. Doesn't look like anyone has the... I'm just saying if the bubble has moved to someone today. I guess I don't have... Huh. I have plenty of red. One of your neighbors makes hot dogs for the adults. Wait, do you mean that they make hot dogs that can only be had by adults, or hot dogs that, you know, the adults tend to eat? Because it makes it sound like it's like, nah, children aren't allowed to have these hot dogs. These are adult hot dogs. We'd get into trouble if we gave these out to the kids. But like, let's say a child wanted a hot dog. Would they be able to have the hot dog? Yeah, okay. They read it as like... Because, you know, we're talking about jello shots for the adults. I kind of saw it as the same thing. It's just, oh yeah. And hot dogs for the adults too. What's an adult hot dog? But this house gives out full-size candy. Rich people. Yeah, I mean... I can't remember which relative did it, but like there was a relative where their kids asked if they could do Halloween. And the parents' response was, "Do we look rich to you? I'm not giving away shit for free." It's just like, if I'm gonna buy candy, it's gonna be for you kids, not for someone else's kids. And I think that probably would have been like the mentality my parents would have had we have asked as well. It was just like, nah, man. Like, what do you mean give away stuff? Nah. We'll buy you candy. Alright, no one has the bubble. That's sad. I mean, not really. It's like... Halloween isn't celebrated here. So it's already a bit of a stretch. Like, even if the parent had said yes, it's unlikely someone would have come over anyway. It's not like everyone's doing it and the kid is missing out. Like, barely anyone, especially back then, barely anyone did it. I don't recall anyone doing Halloween back then. At least where I lived. Now it depends on the suburb, and I mean, if I'm being real, it is the suburbs that are considered more rich that do Halloween. The more well-off suburbs are the ones that do Halloween here. But no, I mean, that's how it is, man. It's like... I'm okay. I didn't have Halloween. No trunk or treats. No, because Halloween just isn't a thing we do, no matter what. It's just... It's seen as an American thing. And this is no disrespect or anything. Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just the sentiment that, I guess, is a thing here and has kind of always been a thing. Is like, we're kind of adverse to too many American things, like, becoming part of our culture. Like, we're very wary of that here. So, you know, I'll give you an example. In high school, I had 3 teachers, right? If you would walk into class and just sit down, he would get you to, well, he and she, it was 2 of them, and a 3rd guy later on. They would get you to stand back up and they would say, "We're not in America." That was their response. Basically the idea of like just walking into class and sitting down immediately, we weren't allowed to do that because it's considered American. Like what you're supposed to do is you walk into class, you stay standard, like you stand at your desks until the teacher says, "Okay, you may now sit. Let's begin the lesson." It's like a courtesy thing. I'm not kidding. I mean, I don't know if that's a thing anymore, but it was definitely a thing when I went to school. Was like you couldn't sit down. That's dumb. Yeah, no, I know it's dumb. But you know, the idea of just sitting down and starting talking was like it's rude. So, and that's what we used to get told. We're not in America. I'm gonna give it a... I guess I could rotate them. Yeah. And then... Is that just for schools? Yeah, just for schools. It was just in school. It was just in school. High school specifically. In university? No. It wasn't in university either. Log store, umbrella stand. Alright, umbrella stand. But yeah, I mean, Halloween was the same thing. If you kind of went trick-or-treating, the houses you went to would tell you that we live in Australia, we don't live in America. What else? Like, garnered that kind of response. Tipping. Tipping would be like, we don't live in America. Like, we live in Australia. I feel like there's one other. What am I forgetting? Halloween, tipping, the high school sitting thing. Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. It doesn't matter. But oh, yeah. But this is a more older example. Is like, so... Australia is a... It's not its own country. It's like part of the Commonwealth, so it's a British settlement, effectively. And, I mean, we govern in our own right, but technically our head of state is, I guess, now the King of England. But, you know, it's more of a formality more than anything else. But back in the 90s, because a bunch of countries were kind of doing it as well. I mean, there's a subset of people that want it here to just become a republic. And so they had a referendum where the public would vote on whether or not we should do it. And based on that response, it would then go through, you know, all the shit they need to do to kind of try and make it a reality. And the reason it failed... Where's the umbrella stand? This is what I remember. I was a kid back then. But I remember, like, this distinctly. The people that wanted to remain, you know, part of the Commonwealth, as in, you know, loyal to the Queen back then. The thing they used to scare people, and this is why it ultimately failed, was that they didn't have an answer as to how our government would work when we would become a republic. Like, how they would elect the leader of our country. And so the people that wanted to stick with the Queen, they said that, oh, we'll end up with an American government. And that's why it lost. Like, people were fucking scared of that. And yeah. Like, we didn't want that, basically. So we're still part of the Commonwealth. You know, the king is our king. It'll probably happen one day, but that's the scare tactic they used, is like, yeah, we're going to elect a president and we're going to become like America. And people are like, nah, no thanks. I just remember this because it was, yeah, it was just on TV and stuff, and my dad would read the paper and just, I remember. So anyway, Halloween's not a thing here. And any time anyone tries to make it a thing here, it's just always, nah, man. I mean, Halloween, there's nothing inherently wrong with it, I don't think. It's a cool idea. But for some reason, I mean, at least growing up, people were really adverse to it. Man, I haven't thought about high school, the sitting down thing, in a very long time, but I'm gonna ask my niece if... Oh no, but she's not in high school. Like, it didn't happen in primary school. It happened in high school. When she gets to high school, I'll ask her. Do they make you stand up until the teacher gets to their desk and tells you to sit down? That is very weird. I mean, it's a cultural thing. It's like, in different cultures, certain things are seen as rude. Why just high school? Because I think they're trying to teach manners at that point, and to become, like, an adult that has manners. Like, you can't really do that to a child. Like, imagine telling a child, trying to teach a child that. They're not going to appreciate that. I think the reason they do it in high school is because that's the time where, like, you're supposed to start becoming an adult. I mean, there's little cultural nuances. Middle school? No, so we don't have a middle school here in Australia. So the way it works is we have what you would call elementary school, which is up until, like, age 12. It's like 6 till 12. Ages 6 till 12, roughly. And then high school is 13 until you graduate. It depends how old you are and when you start. So you only go to 2 schools, basically. Excluding kindergarten. Kindergarten is like preschool, right? Like, that's normal. But you just go to 2 schools. In some cases, you just go to 1 school. There are some schools that do... They call them K-12 schools. So you start at that school and you just stay there forever, basically, until you're done. But they have separate buildings for, you know, the ages. You were taught manners as a child. Yeah, but manners are different everywhere. Like, I'll give you another example. Burping. In some cultures, burping is seen as rude and disgusting. In some cultures, burping is seen as polite and, you know, a way to compliment the chef. Or slurping as well. Like, slurping's another one. You burp anyway. Yeah, but what's the perception of you burping? Is it seen as rude? Is it seen as unladylike? Yes, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, is like, there are some parts of the world where it wouldn't be seen as that. But it just means you're enjoying the food. I forget which country it is. Hang on, before I say it, let me just see. Yeah, okay, I was right. Because I had a friend tell me this. In China, tipping is considered rude. How's that for like culture shock? I think in Japan as well, to some degree. But I had a Chinese friend that was like, yeah, tipping is considered rude. What was the reason they gave? It was something like, the reason they don't do it is because it's almost seen as a form of pity. Like, oh, you didn't get a good service. Here, have some money so you can provide a better service. Something like that. I can't remember what it was exactly, but it's something along those lines. Tipping should just end there. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to talk about tipping. But, I mean, you're stuck with what you have and you have to make do with it. That's pretty much it. But I don't think it's right either. It's just, it was this thing that once upon a time rewarded hard workers, and now I think it's more of a thing to just subsidize employees, basically. It's like poor people are just guilting each other to make ends meet, and it's kind of fucked. But I say this living in a country that has no tipping, so you know, I can't talk too much on the matter. Other than, I don't think it's good. But I have no idea how you would get rid of it. Get this one. Your daughter got a permission slip for a school trip, and now... Wait. You have to go on an app to pay for their trip. The paper said it's $21 on the app, and it's $23 for the convenience of using an app. So wait, you get a $2 discount for using the app? Am I misreading this? Or is it like you get charged more for using the app? Are they charging you a $2 processing fee? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's... I just find it crazy because every now and then I see news and things pop up, like little studies talking about birth rates, how it's like, oh, people are having less children, we need to have more children. And then it's just like, really? Honestly, the thing that is discouraging people from doing that is just, man, it's fucking expensive now. Like, it really is. Oh, wait, that's... Wow. I want that table, but it's more expensive. Okay. I mean, I think the other thing that, you would probably find wild, like, culturally about here, at least when it comes to school. We had to wear school uniforms, and I went to a public school. Like, in an area that I guess wasn't considered very well off back then. And we had to wear school uniforms. I did, yeah, like... the same thing. Like, I think one year, it wasn't the year when I was a senior, but one of the years where I was a senior, the student body tried to lobby the school to allow free dress, like, dress however you want. And I think the actual response was, we don't live in America. Like, I'm not kidding. But every now and then we'd get a dress up Friday. That's what it was called. On a random Friday, I guess, like, to reward the student body. They'd be like, yeah, you can come dressed in normal clothing. Was that still a thing? Yeah, definitely. School uniforms are, like, culturally common in a lot of countries. Like, Japan is another country that has school uniforms. You had a dress code. What was the dress code? Yeah, it depends on the country, but a lot of countries do the uniform thing. The UK, I think, as well. This might be another one of these things where I think you guys are the only ones that actually let kids dress however they want. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's two things. It's kind of... You're getting them used to the fact that, like, you might work a job where uniforms are required, and it's just, well, you have to wear them. And get you used to that mentality. But then... It's just like... It's an extra expenditure. And man, if you're trying to make ends meet and you have to buy these uniforms, it's kind of annoying. Man, I had a classmate that had those circumstances where, like, I don't know if they were struggling, but maybe the parents wanted to save money, so you know, our school uniform, the sweater in particular, it had a pattern on it, right? So you couldn't just get a plain sweater and pass it off as, like, a school uniform. It had this pattern on it, so you would have to get it through the supplier. So this kid that was in my class, his parents found the sweater type without the pattern, and then the mother attempted to like stitch in just plain yarn the pattern, and it looked really bootleg. And man, he used to get teased for it, poor kid. It was the stupid childhood thing where it was just like, oh, you can't afford this. It's like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he can't. So what? Like, what of it? I used to get that as well with Pokemon cards. Like, oh, you can't afford $5. Like, it's, I mean, partially, yes, but it's not just that. It's more like putting $5 towards pieces of cardboard. Anyway. So you had no colored hair or facial hair or piercings. And what, you could, like, things had to be, like, of a reasonable length. And those rules are kind of standard here. I think piercings, they're lenient on girls from memory at the school that I went to, but it, like, had to, they only allowed specific ones, like ear piercing, I think. You would wear trip pants and you would chain each other to your chairs. I mean, that might also be a reason why they didn't allow free dress. Just being able to dress how you want. It's like, yeah, it invites that sort of shit. You couldn't wear leggings anymore because they were a distraction. Okay, to who? Exactly. That's such a creepy statement, man. It's just like... Fucking hell, some of those rules, when you think about it, they're fundamentally creepy. You went through an emo phase. You're still in your emo phase. But there's a difference though, right? There's like... It's an evolution. There's like teenage emo and then there's adult emo. Where like in adult emo, the look is more refined. I don't know how to put it, but yeah, more refined. You got to see System of a Down recently, so your inner high school self is happy. I mean, that wasn't really in my rotation in high school. I mean, in my 20s, like, a little. Just because of the people that I hung out with. I mean, I listened to everything, but high school was not for that. I'll tell you my music tastes as the years go on. As a kid, it was such a, now that I think about it, it's kind of crazy, right? It's like two opposites, but I listened to a lot of hip hop and rap because influences from my cousins and uncles. So like, man, they listened to that, so I listened to that. It's kind of funny. There's like, I think there's photos of me as a kid with like, obviously the 90s looked like the cassette tape and everything, and the big headphones listening to, I think it was either Snoop Dogg or Tupac, but one or the other. But then, you know, I liked Michael Jackson. Like that, I mean, that era, right? In the 90s, of course you did. And then, you know, Savage Garden was an Australian band, and I liked them. But that was more like early 2000s. Then high school, that's more where I got into electronic music. And again, it was... I guess I kind of always liked that style because, I mean, some older video games in particular started implementing soundtracks that, I guess, were very electronic in nature. But there was also songs that, you know, I guess synth pop, like older songs that did feature that sort of style. Like, I don't know, it clicked for me. But anyway, high school, fully into that. That was my primary thing. After leaving and graduating, that's when I started to get into like alternative, emo, metal, all that other stuff, which was like seen on the opposite side. So, certain music that my grandma would have been like, this is like devil music. Oh, fucking hell. Because yeah, at that point I was an adult and I didn't care anymore, like what people thought. And yeah, the group of friends, like some of the clubs we'd go to, it was 3 floors and each would be playing different. It'd be like alternative, grunge, emo, metal, new metal, like all that stuff. Then as I got older in my 20s, I just started listening to older music, like 70s, 80s shit. I think that pretty much rounds me up. I don't know who the heck is trying to move out today, but no one is. I need them to rotate, but they haven't. So, I can listen to almost anything. I mean, I guess just earn some miles on here. Black Bass, Tiger Beetle, okay. Probably start laying out the proper pathing, but I think I should do that on blue. Oh, there we go. Dude. I'm just blind. I don't see tiger beetle anywhere. Really? 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 Is it even possible to get it? Like, it's stuck on the bridge. I think this is impossible to get. I don't know, does this count as, like, a glitch? I think it does. Look at this! It's... Hey! There we go. I got it. Okay. Oy, oy, oy. It's midnight. You gotta be up in 6 hours. You listen while you sleep. Shit. Being up in 6 hours. Have a good night, Colin. Good luck. I only say good luck because being up in 6 hours. Man. Here I am, like, getting up at noon today. Because I felt like it. I was like, yep, day off, start of the long weekend. Ugh. I'm just gonna be in bed. I crawled out of bed when I needed to get lunch. You wish. I mean, one day, maybe. Mr. Hill's starting a fire outside. What are you gonna do with the fire? I'm the fire starter, twisted instigator! Kidding. I just thought of the fire starter song. If you know the Prodigy. I'm the fire starter. To sit around it, got it. No tiger beetle. I don't think I've sat around a fire. Well, like fire pit, campfire, that sort of thing. I mean, a barbecue grill doesn't count. That has fire. Or like a wooden stove, that doesn't count. I'm talking like, you know, you're starting a fire to sit around. I haven't done that. Man, maybe 20 years? I don't know. Only on school camp. Like, I think that was the last time. It's in the burn ring, yeah. I did have a friend that lived up in the mountains, and they had a fire pit, but I don't think we ever sat around it. About to give up. I don't see this beetle. And I think I've given enough time for the bubble to appear. I mean, the two that I want gone, nah. It's actually cold enough to have one. Yeah. And it must be nice. It's not something I guess I could do. Before I waste anyone's time, is it even something I can catch right now? Okay. Alright, I guess I'm just unlucky. It's the classic, I start looking for something and then it disappears, no matter how common it may be. Let me see something. Sorry, I was trying to talk to them, but it just kept swinging the net. Why I have green bear? Because I can't get green bear to move out. I'm trying. I've been waiting for the bubble to move over their head, but it just hasn't happened. This is what I've been trying to do for the last month. Just no success whatsoever. And it's not like neglect works. Neglect never works in this. It's just gotta hope that bubble moves towards them one day. That's all. I'm convinced this tiger beetle doesn't exist, but I checked. Hey, Cripsy, how's it going? I have to be their best friend? What? That doesn't make sense. I have to be their best friend for them to want to move out? I thought it was random rotation. Okay, me. Yeah, doing good. Just enjoying the start of my long weekend. Woke up at midday, no big deal. Very lazy. Trying to look for a specific bug, but it's just not turning up, even though it is common. Yeah, I was talking about the new Animal Crossing update that's coming out as well, which is just kind of shadow dropped a trailer just out of nowhere last night, or I guess this morning for some of you. Anything good? You can craft multiple things at once. That's the entire update. No, I'm kidding. But yes, that is part of the update. There's gonna be this new hotel where you can do decorating in the themed rooms. There'll be a character that lets you just clean up everything in an area, so you can redecorate it on your island if you want. The place where you go to dream, where people share their islands, you now have a dream island where there's 3 slots you can have. So effectively, instead of having to start a new file, you can just create a dream island, and there's 3 of them. And it's a full-size island that you can decorate in whatever way you want. But even bigger is there's co-op decorating now. So 2 people can get together and decorate a dream island. A bunch of quality of life stuff, but those are the big headliners. The co-op decorating, if you're into decorating. Rossetti was on old games. Yeah, but Rossetti was more like a slap on the wrist. You didn't save your game properly, did you? Now he's helping you. I mean, the update's good. I was saying this, is the update is really good if you're into decorating. If you're not, there's not really a whole lot there for you. Except maybe the multi-crafting. And the collab items they're doing with Zelda and Splatoon. The collaborative decorating is nice. Aren't most people that play this game into decorating? No, because the game's roots didn't have any decorating. Like, if we talk about the first 2-3 games, there was barely any. Like, other than what was your house. there was hardly any. So there's still a group of fans that play the game for, like, just, I guess, chilling out. You know, getting the villagers they want to get, interacting with those villagers, doing the little events. But they don't like decorating that much, or don't do it to the extent. Like, they might decorate their house, but then they don't use the terraforming features or, like, place that much furniture outside. Your mom doesn't care for the decor stuff. Yeah. Because I guess the game didn't really have any originally. I mean, even outside of that, like, let's say this was your first game, some people don't like to decorate. And they kind of just like... It's kind of like the aspects of Harvest Moon. Those kind of games where you're just kind of working on a farm. And just doing the chores and, you know, tending to your stuff is chill enough. Yeah, you just assumed. Yeah, I mean, I thought the same thing, but then... over the years, I've learned... Oh, huh. I mean, I guess the earlier games, and there are people that don't like decorating at all. I don't know if I'll do any of the, like, collaborative decorating. It's just kind of annoying to set up. I mean, I might be like, let me come over to your island and I will decorate a little corner of it. Give me like 20 minutes and I'll do stuff. And then I'll leave. And that's it. But the update's coming out in January, so I don't know. That's a while away. I guess we'll see if I'm done with this or not by then. Yeah, I mean, just even through my own personal experiences, like, some people, when I'm playing this game, like it when I'm just kind of walking around and just doing the Animal Crossing stuff. Like villager hunts, grinding for Nook Miles, that sort of stuff. But then, the moment I start decorating, it's like, yeah, I don't care about this. This tiger beetle does not exist. This is like the sea bass thing, how I walked around for an hour and couldn't find a sea bass. It's the same thing, but this is the bug version of it. Or I'm blind and just didn't see it. Because I've been talking. C+? What do you mean C+? So it is officially Halloween here. But I'm not sure whether to do the Halloween stuff tonight or not. I'll just be like, nah, daytime tomorrow, because I guess that's technically Halloween for everyone else. The Australian time zone just sucks. It really does. Sea bass, at least it's a C+. Oh man, I forgot that was the pun for it. I've just seen it pop up so many times that I've forgotten. I'm gonna give this 2 more minutes. If I can't find it, I'm giving up. I just have the worst luck sometimes, and then I also have the best luck sometimes. Ah! I'm kidding. Really? I didn't even do anything. I think it's because it went on the bridge. Like, I was being careful. I don't think I moved that quickly. That was gonna be awkward to catch either way. Watch this video later. Watch this video later for Halloween. And if you have those jello shots, just take a jello shot every time I do a lap of the island. And don't catch the bug. For every lap, 1 jello shot. At this point, you'd probably be 15 shots in and maybe need medical attention, but hey. Don't want to die. I mean, I'll see if I can go at something Halloween themed. You won't be taking that many at once. Okay, but like it takes me at least 10 minutes to do one. Okay, maybe not 10, maybe 2. Okay, you're right. Do you know one of the most fun drinking games I've ever done? And I got this idea from a streamer. But, you get Mario Party, right? I'm talking the original Nintendo 64 Mario Party. First one. There's a setting you can turn on it where, like, every player is a computer. So, no one is playing the game. The computer is playing the game against itself. You each pick a character, and then your fate is in the hands of that computer character. So it's like you don't. It's Mario Party. Mario Party is frustrating enough when, like, you know, there's a game like that and you have to win, and it's basically, yeah, it's nerd horse racing. It's like every time your hero earns a star, then everyone else has to drink, and it's like you have no control over it. it's exactly that. It's like horse racing. You're just screaming at these computers. And all you need is just one person just hosting, like one TV, or like if you're doing it over the internet, you just need a Discord call and that's it, and video streaming and nothing else. And you can just talk away as you scream as your character, like, just... Which, by the way, like... Someone told me that Donkey Kong is overpowered, and I'm almost willing to believe that that's a thing, because I swear to fuck, like, computer Donkey Kong is ridiculous against other computers. Like, computer Donkey Kong is stupid. That, like... Computer Donkey Kong was banned. It's like, no one can pick computer Donkey Kong. There's something about the CPU Donkey Kong in the older Mario Party games. It is a lot of fun. Oh, you're gonna leave? No, it's all good. I mean, you're not missing out on much. I'm just going around in a circle. Hope everything is okay. I would say so. I mean, Vanna started a fire. And that's exactly how I'm going to say that and not elaborate. Okay. It's normal, regular fire. Just something that you sit around. Because she can do that. I can't do that because I think the apartment building would get evacuated, most likely. Same, they frown upon arson here. Yeah. Just, I don't know why they have to make such a big deal about it. It's only fire. Oh, it's a butterfly. Matter of principle at this point. I need to catch this bug. Yeah, admittedly, I kind of messed up. I should have played this at night because that's when the Halloween thing is. But I had some other idea for tonight that I wanted to dedicate a bit of time to. So you can just, you know what? No, this is authentic. This is the authentic Australian Halloween experience. Is like if I was to dress up and do the Halloween thing right now and walk out outside, this is, well, maybe not exactly. No, you know what? Yes, almost exactly. Is like you might see one or two decorations and maybe one building that does it. And then everyone else is like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Everyone else is just living their normal day. This is Halloween in Australia. Because summertime almost. It's like, this could be 8 o'clock at night right now. And it would almost look like this. Maybe 7 o'clock at night. 7 p.m. would definitely still be light outside. This is Australian Halloween. There you go. Thematically correct. You have skeletons and skeleton dogs. Skeleton dog. Sounds cool. I have nothing. I have nothing that I could say is actually Halloween other than what I'm wearing in the game. That's something at least. Is it though? It's nothing in real life. But then again, even if Halloween were a thing, like, I don't do that stuff. Like, for Christmas, for example, I put nothing up, and it's just because it's for me. Like, I'm not going to put a Christmas tree up for myself. It's just... I don't need it. It's just... Even as a kid, okay, we put up a Christmas tree at home. Even as a kid, I didn't care much for the tree itself. Maybe there is something wrong with me. It's not because I'm adverse to fun. That's not it at all. Like, I like doing dumb... Like, I'm playing mini golf on Tuesday. That's going to be fun. I'm doing mini golf. But, I don't know. Just... Yeah, mini golf is fun. It's been a few years for me as well, but as soon as there was an option, I was like, yeah, definitely. So I'm not a stick in the mud. I'm just a stick in the mud when it comes to exerting effort for myself. It's just like, I'm not going to decorate a tree for myself. I'm not going to put spooky cobwebs, like this sort of stuff around my apartment. It's like, no, like I'm gonna have to clean that up tomorrow. And what, for me? Nah. I'm good. Leave it up all year round, that's what you do. Well, I mean, then that's aesthetic and personality, and that's just not me. Like, I'd have to start dressing up like, God damn it, what's his name? Noel Fielder? Or what? No, not Noel Fielder. What's the name of that British actor? The one that's like, the goth. The British goth. Noel Fielding, I was close. Noel Fielding. That guy. The guy that has played a goth for like the past 25 years. Probably more. Oh, okay. Poppy, please. Are you Poppy! I'm gonna miss. If I swung that net there, okay. Got it. Like almost an hour later. You've had a happy Halloween banner up for over a year now. What do you do for Halloween? Other than leave the banner up. Nothing, but that's a daily thing. I mean, you at least put up the banner. I mean, if you put up a banner, there's probably more to go with the banner, no? I guess you don't need to do anything if your house is like a permanent state of Halloween. But I mean, do you dress to fit the aesthetic? That's the question. Like, do you have like a Morticia Addams kind of thing going? Or a Gomez Adam? Like, if you want to dress up in a suit. Sometimes, yeah, then that's, I guess, matching aesthetic. Your neighbors are more hardcore than you. You've literally never seen them wear anything other than black. But do they have a festive banner in their house, huh? I don't know. I think being in Halloween mode like 24/7, 365. It's more hardcore. Wait, why am I walking around? I've already caught this stupid thing. No, we're doing creatures now. Did I sell my... No, it's here. Can't confirm banner, but can confirm very goth they drive a hearse. What the fuck is a hearse? Probably something we don't have. Oh, okay. I see. Funeral car. That's funny. I've never heard anyone use that word here. I thought it was a brand. What do they call them there? I mean, maybe they call them hearses. I don't know. But, I mean, context, I've only been to 2 funerals in my life. One as a kid, which I definitely wouldn't remember, and then one, you know, a few years back. And, I mean, I guess no one referred to the car at all. Like, there was no situation where someone was talking about the car, so... Yeah, I mean, I haven't really experienced that sort of things. I mean, even in movies and TV shows, I don't think they directly refer to the car that often. Or maybe it was something I just didn't pay enough attention to. I don't know. Do they drive the hearse and then play speed metal? Not sure right now. There's 2 skeletons sitting in the front. It's funny. It's pretty good. I mean, all the people that were like goth and metalheads here, I mean, they would drive... I'm trying to think, like, the friends I had, that what they would drive. Like, yeah, vans and old station wagons. Like... I mean, I guess it's adjacent, but it's not associated with, like, a funeral. But it is, I guess, a similar form factor. Maybe it's like any vehicle where you could fit someone laying down in the back. Bands that usually take out all the seats and hang out back there. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much the person I knew. Yeah, that's what they did. Just realized they're selling deep fryer. I need some of these. For the fake chicken restaurant. Do they not have any actual Halloween costumes in the game? This is another one of these things that probably. I've had no reason to actively look for it. I mean, I just put this together. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm a magic jester. A blind magic jester. That's my Halloween outfit. Like psychic abilities to make up for my lack of vision. But I mean, yeah, like hippie. You can go as a hippie. You could go as a, I guess a blue collar worker. Someone running track. Work shirt. As like an office worker. That's the spookiest outfit of them all. A farmer, a figure skater, a clown. This is apparently a mage. Is it? Yeah, I mean, I guess a witch, sure. That's it. I mean, these are the ones. That's it. That's all that's available. I had the ragged clothing as well that I... Okay, I mean, you can go in, like, hot pants, I guess. If you want to be, like, a sexy mage. You thought I was the Hamburglar. Does he even look like that? I've kind of forgotten what he looks like. Okay, the Hamburglar wears like a Zorro mask, yeah. The stripes are not vertical though, they're horizontal, but I get it. It's the color. The boots, he's wearing sneakers. Red glove. Okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, no, there's enough similarity, I get it. Yeah, you can go as a farmer for Halloween. That's valid. Your character is a demon. Oh, yeah. No, see that there are demon horns. I should have some stuff. Hold on. I think it's just the offerings at the store are kind of bad. Yeah, cowboy. There you go. Vampire. I don't know why that's not on sale. It goes like a frog. I mean, I would totally do the mariachi clothing, but like, that would be expensive as fuck. A pirate. Power suit. I think they should sell all this stuff on Halloween. A wrestler. There's enough to do, like, fun stuff. It's just kind of weird they don't offer it all today. I do have the demon horns as well. There's, like, the imp costume as well. I mean, I think if I did Halloween for real as an adult, I would probably do the Wario. That just makes the most sense. It's like I could totally do that and do the stupid voice all night. But it would probably be like Temu Wario. Not like officially licensed Wario. Or Wish, whatever offers like legally distinct, rotund Italian garlic-loving man outfit. Hero. It's gotta have the word hero. I've waited a couple of hours. No bubble over someone I care about, so let me go do this now. I guess these are the choices today. Wow, 2 blue villages. Okay, please change into your professional uniform. You wouldn't want to look ridiculous. Please change out of that outfit. Wait, where'd the other one go? Oh, there you are. A place to literally chill. Okay. Right, I guess this is a polar bear, hey? Okay, I'm getting my phone out. Alright. Creative exercises. Let me just get rid of the tutorial text. Okay. A 10 minutes start now. Wait. No. Ice house. You know, it'd be nice if you could actually pick an igloo. That would be nice. But it doesn't let you. Probably overkill. Yeah, that's fine. Oh. It doesn't matter. Guess that's the downside of the snow. It doesn't fucking matter, huh? Well, you can't see shit. Yeah. Fair enough. Going to the effort of, like, doing a nice color-coordinated thing. Oh. That's a little annoying, isn't it? I hope I've done this right. Fix any weird shit at the end. Uh-oh. It wasn't that one? Ah, horizontal line. There we go. Shit. I'll get there. Brain just has to reconcile what piece is what. That'll do it. Oh, yeah, I guess it kind of looks shit, huh? There's not really a lot of options at the start, so I just have to roll with what works. Shower. This is funny. I don't have any pathing at all. I have to resort to custom pathing, which is okay. I guess that's fine. It does make it trickier. Because there's less time to do it in. Yeah, I'm running out of time. Do you love the deck flooring? It's pretty nice. happy I am with this. I got a minute left. Why are you being weird? Stop being weird. Yeah, I mean, let me just do one more thing. I hear it. Alright. Ah, good enough. For 10 minutes, it's fine. The limited options. It's functional. Okay. Just have to make one micro adjust. I'm surprised I can't squeeze in there. That's one of the annoying things about this is like... Wait, but there is a tile around it. What do you mean? Or is it because... Oh, they're on a half tile. Nah. There's... This is just a nuance of the game, but if there is one unit... There is one unit of space. It's just because it's on a half that you can't walk through it. It's fine. Like, there is technically enough space for that to be functional. I don't care. Alright. It works. I'm only allowed to fix things that are, like, off. Okay, 10 minutes start. No. Wait. Didn't start. No. So what? Okay, that is the order. Alright, so we've already... I mean, I might use these, but let's just start quickly. Yeah, I mean, I think we're kind of... Admittedly... Wait. Shit. That's what we want. Alright, sorry. I think I want this to work. Maybe I don't have to go so extreme on it. This is the problem with, like, the start of it. Options are extremely limited in what you can do. See, I would have liked like a kind of a wooden wall at the back, but it's not there. It straight up is not there. Ah! Accident. Hold on. Treating this wrong. Right, double mirror, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, maybe that. We don't have anything like a simple panel, right? There's no room division. Okay, so how am I gonna... Alright. There's an easy way to do a room division without literally doing a room division. We work within the restrictions. Big. That might work. I guess at this point. Actually, this is more better suited to them. We'll figure it out. I'm trying to do as close to a functional house as possible. I don't think they have anything like a microwave. I mean, the only way I can do this, hold on. Let me reconsider this. Yeah, that's more sane. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? I think either way this is kind of annoying to deal with, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, that's better. Not really a whole lot else I can do. There's no sink, right? Not yet. This is probably a bit much. I got a minute left. There's no room for this. Wait. Not 2 toilets, 1. I mean, at least I thought of that. Okay, I haven't really done much for the walls. But I guess I don't have to. Because this kind of... I mean, an air conditioner, that's just stupid. Yeah, I mean, this wall is kind of fine for it. About anything. There's hardly anything at this point. Change that. Yeah. Good enough. 10 minutes. It's functional. There's a toilet. I mean, it has everything you would want. Bed, bathroom, little living area. I mean, let's just say the bear eats ice and nothing but ice, so technically a kitchen. With the limited objects, it's fine. Yeah, it works for me. Alright. Whoops. Yeah, sure. I mean, for 10 minutes, it's fine. I mean, some people might laugh at this, but, like, this is a form of creative exercise for me. Is, like, being able to make decisions quickly. Not overthink it and go, okay, I have a time limit. I need to get something out the door. It needs to look good. Alright, go. Yeah, it's fine. You couldn't do it. It takes practice. Not to make this sound like a big deal, but I just mean in general. It's just... when you're developing stuff, it's like they call it a hackathon, and it's like you get 48 hours or something to just get something out the door. You think of an idea and you roll with it and do as much as you can in 48 hours. And the first time you do it, you definitely don't really get much out of it. But the more you kind of do those kind of exercises where it's like, okay, time constraint, it doesn't matter if it's janky, as long as it gets an idea across, then that's it. You get into a habit. And not all of them come out good. Like, I've done ones that, man, I don't like how they came out. But that's just how it comes with the territory. Is like, just get yourself used to it. Just any kind of creative endeavor. Just trying to do things on a time constraint. It's not so much so you can meet deadlines or anything. It's more sometimes limitation or like constraints bring out a certain form of creativity that wouldn't happen from just taking your time with it. And it might form a better idea. You might be like, oh shit, okay, like obviously this isn't good, but now if I take this and run with it, like, you might end up with something better than if you took your time from the get-go. I mean, this is okay. That's fine. I'm just glad these are looking different, because one thing I was worried about was just, okay, if I'm doing Happy Home on both islands, it's like there's a chance that things might look very similar. It's like, I mean, so far, no, not really, not at all. I've seen really intricate things in Happy Home, and it's just like, I'm alright at it. I know how to... I think the best skill I have is just I know how to pick colors and things that go together, but that just comes from studying graphic design. But I think sometimes I don't put things together pretty well. Sometimes it can be a bit of a mess. Curious how group decorating would go. Just working on an island with someone. Because I know, like, the way I do things. I've had this told to me multiple times, but it's like, people don't agree with my ideas at the start. It's only at the end that they're like, alright, okay, I see. But at the start, it's just, I guess the way I work is like really chaotic and annoying. that it's just like, what is he doing? Like, what is this? And this doesn't apply to just Animal Crossing or anything. This is just in real life in general. Is like when I've had to do collaborative stuff, it's always people don't agree with me at the start. I have a picture in my head and I don't know how to get that picture out. And so a bunch of shit happens. And you're like, oh, no, this isn't good. But then eventually, it's like, I see. Hey Ash, you have an early shift, and so I was like, yeah, just doing a little happy home. Spending some time. Was also talking about the update. Yeah, I kind of dropped the ball. I thought there'd be something to do during the day Halloween-wise, but there isn't. It's... I guess this is Halloween in Australia. This is how it looks like. If I was celebrating Halloween now, this is what it would look like. Me dressed up, and then everyone outside just being normal. Wondering what I'm doing, and only the stores having, like, Halloween stuff around. I'll tell you what, one minor improvement I'll make. Since Red Island is now, like, kind of more or less a mirror image of blue. You didn't even think it would not be autumn-ish for Halloween. Yeah, I mean, that's because it's spring here. I think the funniest one is Christmas, is just when people realize, like, oh, wait a minute, it's summer for him. Wow, that's weird. It is a little. But Halloween event, I know. But I kind of forgot. But this is what Halloween in Australia is like, there might be one or two people doing it, and then everyone else is just going about their daily lives. Yeah. Hey Alex, on your way home, so BRB. All good. I might not be around by the time you get home. It's almost dinner time here, so I gotta go make a start on that. Oh, Lloyd, you're in my way. Don't really celebrate it here either. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an American thing. Okay, we were talking about this before, but did you have to wear a school uniform? Wait, why is this side of it so... I guess, alright. Never had to. Interesting. Yeah, I had to. Like, school uniforms are pretty common here. Thought it was only a UK thing. No, I mean, Australia as well. I would imagine New Zealand as well, by extension. Japan definitely is school uniform. Did I like having to wear a school uniform? No. The shoes were uncomfortable. The pants were just dress pants. The sweater was like itchy. I didn't like it. We had to tuck in our shirts. And I didn't go to like a fancy school or anything. This was like a public school in a suburb that wasn't exactly well off. It's just the reality. And one year, the student body tried to get it so we didn't have to wear uniforms anymore. And the response was, we don't live in America. Like that was the response they got. It was the same with like it wasn't enforced by all teachers, but some teachers, if you would walk into class and just sit down, they would get you to stand back up because it was considered rude. Like you would have to walk into the classroom, stay standing until the teacher sat down and said, you may now sit. Again, not a fancy private school or anything like that. Like this was just a public school in a suburb that, yeah, I'm not going to say it was well off. That sounds like something that would happen in Japan. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Australia. There is Asian influence here, but I don't think it's because of that. I think it's just like a very old custom. Like, probably, if I was to take a guess, of UK origin, that just kind of stuck around. But I had 3 teachers that if you sat down, before they got to sit down, obviously. Like, if you walked into the classroom and just sat right down, they would get you to stand back up, and they would be like, we're not in America. Yeah. That was a pretty common thing. It was just, stop it. Stop behaving like that. Remember where you live. I'm not sure they do that anymore. Or if it was something specific to my school, but like my school wasn't, the school I went to wasn't, it was a good school, but it wasn't like, I don't know, bougie? I don't know how to explain it. Would you not want the kids to sit down so you can start faster? But you don't start the lesson until the teacher is ready. And so the idea this was the reason they did it, at least the explanation I got for it, is like, if you let kids sit down, they'll start talking to one another because the teacher isn't there and hasn't gotten the lesson ready. Whereas if they're standing to attention, they're less likely to do that. That was the rationale. And so if you have to wait for the teacher, it's like you're at attention, basically. It's almost like a military thing, now that I think about it, is like, stand to attention. Like, don't be distracted and start talking to other kids before the lesson starts. Like, be ready. But again, I didn't go to like a military school or anything. Oh, no, but there's no way. Okay. All right. Something just dawned on me. But then again, okay. I believe the original principal of the school was in the military, but that shouldn't have any impact on it whatsoever. But that guy was like from the 1800s. Like, he would not have any influence, and I don't think there would be a tradition, you know? I think it was definitely a cultural thing, because then there's the whole aspect of it where it's like, why would they say we're not in America? Yeah. I just don't know. But anyway, I kind of understand. It's a way of being like, be ready, be at attention. Don't be sitting down and get comfortable and start talking to other students. And I guess I get it. It's very stupid, but I kind of get it. Because I just think back to the people I went to school with, and I can 100% see, like, if we were to sit down, people would start fucking around. I can 100% see a scenario where, like, yeah. Things would get unruly. Yeah, anyway. I don't know how common that was in Australia in general, but that's the experience I had in school was just, yeah, you had to remain upright, like you had to stand until the teacher sat down and told you to sit down. I'm not sure I like that corner piece. Like, this is almost better. Yeah, but then it doesn't have... alright, let's just go with the intent right now, and then I can judge it later. But yeah, those school uniforms sucked. I hated them. And, as I pointed out, is like, it was kind of an annoying thing to have to do, especially on families that were like a bit on a budget. It's like, oh, it's just this thing you have to spend money on, instead of just letting the kids wear normal clothing. Like, kind of annoying. And they were also very particular about, like, you had to go through a certain supplier because they had to be the right kind. It's like, it's insane for a place that was basically, it was a public school. Like, why? Anyway. Right. So I guess this is the only awkward thing about placing an angled road is like, this is gonna look horrible. Like, I wasn't sure how I was gonna deal with this. No, but see, that's... Hang on, it has to... I don't like that. I think I'm just gonna have to end it early. Alright. Yeah, I mean... Maybe I should do like a dirt road this way. I'm not sure. For now, I'll just leave it. It's just to get this looking a little less... I guess placeholder. Now I can see it. I can definitely see some things I don't like about it. You're at work, so leaving. Alright, Ash, no worries. Have a good shift. See you later. Oh man, and the school I hated the ties. having to wear a tie. Oh, that actually looks alright. If there was one higher. But then I would need to do a particular... Okay. I mean, maybe it can do angles. Yeah, okay. I mean, that does look better, but then I have to treat it that way, or it has to go up a little and come down, which I guess is fine. I just have to repeat what I just did here. Okay, it does work. I think the key to this road is I need to make it zigzag more. Because it kind of feels eerily... It's supposed to feel more natural, I guess, more freeform, but it feels very... I don't know. Like, so there's something not right about it. I don't know how to put it. It's supposed to look rustic, but then it looks too structured. And so you see, like, it being wrong. I think if I'm going to use this, I have to make it more... Yeah. Okay. Like, just seeing it up the top there kind of made me realize it's like, yeah, okay, I see how this is supposed to be used. I'm supposed to come down and then maybe move in and, like... Yeah, I need to actually use it properly and then put trees and stuff to kind of justify why it changes. Okay, that's something to work on. But for now... just leave it like this for now. I think the weirdest thing my school did that I'm not sure how common it was. I don't really have frame of reference because I didn't take interest in it. But, I mean, we don't have prom in Australia. But the thing my school did was like a debutante ball, which is like a very old British thing. I mean, the idea is very creepy in nature compared to how it used to be, but... that was something they did. I did not go to it. It was like they had this very formal dress code and I was spending a lot of money. And I'm like, man, I'm not spending money. Like that amount of money on one night. We could easily throw a party at someone's house. And it would probably go better. And that's what we ended up doing. I think people from the debutante ball ended up, like, yeah, at the event that happened. But debutante balls are like one of those, oh, like it's supposed to present a girl into society, that they're like of age, that sort of shit. Like I think that's the origin of that thing. So I don't know, it was like odd that the school still did that. But I think it's something that was in the tradition of the school. I don't think they had a good turnout that year because they were trying to convince a lot of us to go to this thing, and I don't think there were many takers. I think, like, as a percentage, maybe 10% of the student body actually went to it. Basically the popular kids, like, which, if you can probably guess, I was not. But I guess this would keep going, wouldn't it? I think I can see why this has two corner pieces. Now it makes sense. Because otherwise it just looks repetitive and weird. Home before it ended. Yeah. Maybe. I'm just sitting here trying to see what I need to do with this path. I think I definitely need to download the other parts of it. Otherwise it just gets repetitive. You wore a uniform at a majority of the schools you went to. You want to say there were 3 grades total where you didn't wear one. Wait, really? I didn't know they... I thought all schools in America didn't wear I mean, yeah, it was... You didn't wear uniform unless you went to, like, a fancy school. Did you go to a fancy school? feel like it's more common to have a uniform. Huh. Interesting. Maybe it depends on the state as well. Yeah, I think I need to download the rest of this just to add variance to it. It just looks weird. It looks too uniform. They definitely have to make it a winding path, which makes sense. So it's more natural. But I mean, at least now it looks less placeholder. We'll definitely have to check out the rest of it and see, okay. Because then it looks repetitive. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, here it's uniform everywhere except university, because at that point you're an adult. I'm trying to enforce that. It's a bit odd. The school had free dress days, but they had to be earned. Yeah, well, that was the thing here. I was saying before we started a lesson, like, you had to stay standard until the teacher told you to just sit down. And I had teachers that if you sat down the moment you walked into a classroom, they'd get you to stand back up and remind you that you weren't in America. So, yeah, I mean, I can kind of see why, but at the same time, it's annoying. At least I'm not old. Like, I mean, you know, I joke that I'm old, but I'm not old. If I were old, I would have lived in an era where, like, people used to get slapped on the hands with rulers. Which wasn't... I mean... I think I missed that by a few years. Like, maybe a decade. Oh. There we go. How can I see with the eye mask on? Every other sense is heightened. I don't have any candy. I'm over there clicking in game using echolocation. Nah, it was like psychic powers. Well, if you've ever seen the fuck is that the Star Wars movie with like the mystical guy that can't see, like that. I'm gonna make a bold prediction here. I'm going to make a bold prediction. So, you know, the new update is going to add crafting quantity, so you can finally craft quantities. I'm going to make a bold prediction and say you can't buy quantities. They're not going to do the same UI for purchasing. Like, you're not going to be able to go, give me 13 plants. Because of course not. Like, why would they? Why would they go all the way and implement it everywhere across the board? Like, I bet I'm still going to have to talk to Sahara for 30 minutes. But see, I just gave you back the candy you gave me. So how do I get more candy? Wait, what? Indian giver? What's an Indian giver? When you give someone back a gift they gave you, why did they call it an Indian giver then? I've never heard that term here. Oh. Shit. Okay. I think I might understand why I haven't heard that term. Let me Google it, but I'm pretty sure this is a very negative thing. And this is my innocence being ruined. Yeah, it's a derogatory racial slur for someone who expects something of equal value in return for a gift or takes the gift back. The term originated from European settlers' misunderstanding bartering system used by indigenous communities. So it's referring to like the Native Americans, the American Indians. Yeah. I didn't recognize because obviously, you know, we don't have that here. But then it kind of clicked. I'm like, oh shit, no, that's a bad term. Sorry. Shit. It's alright. Just some casual racism. It's okay. Fuck. You know what the hilarious thing is like, you know, the racism is not hilarious. However, my grandma is like native to Central America. She's a native. And in Spanish, like, if they were to describe her, they would use the Spanish word for Indian. Which makes me part native, I guess, which is weird, even like I'm basically white. But I do have that heritage. So it's like spit on my heritage! I'm kidding. It's okay. You're gonna go cancel yourself. Oh no. It's okay. It's innocent. It's innocent enough. I mean, I kind of made a similar mistake, but again, because I guess we don't have that kind of native here in Australia, but it's the same thing with Inuit. Like, you shouldn't say Eskimo because it's the same thing. It's like it's a slur. But I didn't know that because, well, I live in Australia and we don't have them. And hearing that word on a lot of cartoons, I thought it was okay. So there you go. Yeah, apparently, like, because it was a collective term to refer to all of them. Alright, it's considered an outdated term, but not us. It is now widely considered offensive by many, especially in Canada and Greenland, who prefer Inuit. The word is believed to originate... Yeah. But basically, like... It's like the equivalent of, like, calling anyone that looks Asian Chinese, basically. Like, that's my understanding of it. It's like some people might be Chinese, but most people aren't. Man, what a topic we've landed on. You're sorry. It's okay. Like, this is an educational piece. We're not sitting here calling people slurs. It's just awareness, I guess. Like, things that I wasn't aware of, that I became aware of. Wait, but then I can't buy one even though I need them? At least my excuse is I live in Australia, so, like, I would not have come across that term. Yeah, I didn't know you were dressing up as someone from the 1920s this year. All right, that's the last joke I'll make. That's the last stab I'll make. That's it. Ah, this is how you got it. Yes, now I have candy again. What are you dressed up as? What? I just talked to you. What? No. Don't guilt trip me. It's only been 3-4 days. Come on. Imagine being guilted by something like this cute. Damn it, you guys are taking my candy. Okay, I got a lollipop. But then, this is going to confuse people that don't know how Halloween operates. It's like they're going to think that you just have to trade candy. I just got told to do a lap. There's no trading, just taking. Yeah, I figured. Just look. The faces they were making look good. I guess it's good to talk to him now. Oh crap. Wrong one. Okay, I gotta... I need candy. Or those villagers will murder me. They'll go all happy tree friends on me. Okay, I don't think anyone's gonna get that one. No! No! Go away! You watched it. Okay, someone gets it. Good. Thanks. I don't know if I'd want to get candy from a pig that lives. I mean, he basically lives in a dump. Yeah, here's some trash candy. Oh my god, but like, I need to give this to the Halloween guy. I've gotten this item so many times though. Okay, I need to find a path where, like, I avoid all the villagers, and I can get that lollipop to them. Like, is this the challenge? I just have to avoid social contact? You're gonna get diabetes. And then maybe then they'll move off my island. So am I just only allowed to have one piece of candy at any given point? It would appear so. Watch this, they're gonna want candy again. Line of sight. For fuck's sake. Can't I say enough is enough? Like, this is extortion at this point. You better hand over that candy. I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, they're just extorting people as the moment they get candy. Okay, but... Nope, go away. I have the spooky candy set multiple times. I think I've gotten most of the items. I don't have any. Is anyone else home? I think it's just these three villages. Everyone else is out. No. Yeah, don't go into the middle. I need to somehow get a lollipop and then deliver it to the pumpkin head. Oh my god. I don't know if it might be time based. Alright. I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit, man. If that's alright. I don't want to get swarmed outside. Nope. Okay, finally. That's really funny. A mouse dressed up as a cat. You're just sucking up all the candy. No. Okay. I need to get away. This sucks. She's camping both houses. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. No, what I am doing, I am digging a trench around this whole thing. So then she cannot get anywhere near this. How? No, you brought me to this. I'm digging a trench. Okay, can't get in that way, but I can hop over. There we go. Oh, there's... Okay. There. She's not getting in, and I have a way to get candy. Good. I'm gonna go give candy to another villager. Thank you. Okay, I need to get this to the pumpkin now. Where's Jack? There he is. What? Didn't I... Oh, shit. I'm already over this. I'm already over this. I'm already done. Okay, I need to push him somewhere where he's away from other villagers. Otherwise I will never get a piece of candy to him. It's like a zombie apocalypse. Okay. Can't believe I've had to trench my way into this. I think that's the game. The game is you need to get to him without being spotted. The only way they could make this worse for me is, like, not only is it stealth, but I have to, like, do it to a beat and just time my inputs. Make it a rhythm game, and then it's perfect. It's like the worst thing I could possibly have to do to get this to him. There you go. Oh, now he wants a lollipop. Should get the barbed wire fencing. And just place it all around this area. Yeah, you haven't gotten anything from me. Okay. You definitely have candy for me. Oh my god, I just thought of something brilliant. I have a genius idea. Galaxy brain strategy. Oh, wow. You're... Well, you know what? I need to get candy. It's a very adorable outfit. Give me a lollipop. Oh, okay, we got one. Alright, now I need to deliver it. No, I have my genius idea. Fuck you. Go away. Stay away from me. This is my genius idea. Why do I need to risk my life? Or my candy, I should say. Let's just cut the journey out of it entirely. Okay, so now yep, just cut it out. Now I have a safe passage to Candy and to him. There really isn't a cooldown on how often they want candy. Please give Lollipop, he's just right over there. Damn it. I think I got a duplicate. Yeah. I need to learn these right away. I don't think I can collect from them again. Wait. Okay. I'm blocking traffic. I'm gonna block this bridge completely. And okay, so you can't get across this bridge anymore. Sorry, I just gave them candy. No, 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 no. Come back, come back, come back. This bridge is out of order. Okay. Now I have control. I think what I can do now... Okay, now I can get rid of the trench because this will... No, 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 go back. This will block it entirely. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Now there is no way for a villager to get on the side of the island that has candy. So I can go freely, collect the candy, and then I can be selective of who I give it to, and then I have a path directly to him. I mean, either way, because I can cross here. I have multiple avenues to get to him. Damn it. But okay, I can head to the other house easily. Perfect. Unless they go all the way around, they're not getting to the candy. Now, if I could only... Hold on. I'm not sure I can do this, so let's try. You. Perfect. Now he's not going anywhere. And I have a direct route to him when I need... Perfectly safe route where I'm not running into any villages. I have full control over the candy distribution. Go away! I got a lollipop. There we go. I've gamed Halloween. Nice. I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of done with this. Okay. Like, it is highly repetitive. So, I mean, it's more crafting items. Do I want to do this on blue as well? I don't know. It seems more like a hassle than anything else. I don't know if I'm going to be that interested in the items. I like the face the duck does. It's very goofy. There's no one... I don't want to go into the middle of town. That'll probably just be 3 people wanting candy. You can... I think the next one's got to be a lollipop. it looks like the side is clear. There's no one here. I need to give it to someone. You. Ah. I just noticed that they have the umbrella I gave them as a decoration. They're not actually using the umbrella. No, it's that greedy bear. The big one, the green one. I guess you can, yeah. Hey, there we go. Please don't run into someone. Oh. It's almost like a zombie game at this point. I think the wand is the last item. If I'm not wrong. Okay, let me check. I think usually when you get the wand, that's the last item. We got the garland, we got the table setting. Apparently there's flooring as well. Okay, now I'm missing the flooring. Oh no, it's not a DIY recipe. Disregard. Yeah, we're done. That's it. That was the last one. Well, that was... I mean, it was fun in the sense that I had to barricade the island. I mean, that was amusing, at least. Alright. We're done for now. Cool. Alright, if you're watching this later on the VODs channel, thanks for sticking around to the end. Leave a like if you feel like it, and we'll continue this next time.